Imagine waking up, in the dead of night, your mind fully aware, yet your body frozen in place. You try to move, to scream, but nothing happens. Then, in the dim light, you notice a shadowy figure at the foot of your bed. A tall man in a wide-brimmed hat, his features obscured, watching you in silence. This isn't a scene from a horror film. It's a real experience reported by countless individuals worldwide. Known as the Hat Man, this enigmatic figure has haunted the nights of many, appearing during episodes of sleep paralysis. Victims describe an overwhelming sense of dread as they lie helpless, unable to move or cry out. But the Hat Man phenomenon has been documented across cultures, with strikingly similar descriptions, leading to debates about its origin.
First time I saw him, I was 7 years old, and now he's back.
Is it merely a hallucination, or could it be something more sinister lurking in the shadows? This is sleep paralysis, a moment where science meets the supernaturals. A bizarre glitch between sleep and wakefulness where your brain wakes up, but your body remains trapped in a dream-like state. But what if this glitch is not a malfunction of the brain, but a doorway, a window into something terrifying, something that has been lurking just beyond our perception for centuries? Today, we're diving into one of the most chilling mysteries of the human mind. Are the shadowy figures seen during sleep paralysis mere hallucinations, or intruders from another realm? Stay with me, if you dare. Let's start with what we know. Sleep paralysis occurs when your mind wakes up while your body is still locked in REM sleep. Your brain immobilizes you during dreams to prevent you from acting them out. But if you regain consciousness too soon, you find yourself trapped, aware, but frozen. And that's when things get eerie. Your brain, caught between two worlds, might project dream imagery into your waking reality. That's why people report seeing shadow figures, feeling pressure on their chest, or hearing strange whispers. Science explains it as the mind's attempt to make sense of a neural misfire. But to those who experience it, it feels like something else entirely. From the old hag of European folklore to the jinn of Middle Eastern legends, nearly every culture has a name for these entities. They have been described for centuries, before medical science ever named sleep paralysis. How do people who have never met, never shared stories, all describe eerily similar figures? Could these shared experiences be evidence that these entities are real, that they exist outside of individual perception? What if sleep paralysis is not just a medical phenomenon, but an opening, a brief glimpse into something hidden in the fabric of reality? Could these shared entities be manifestations of a parallel dimension or otherworldly visitors? What if sleep paralysis serves as a portal to another realm, revealing aspects of reality we're not meant to fully comprehend? Some researchers believe that the consistency of these reports suggests a deeper, more terrifying explanation. That these creatures are not hallucinations, but interdimensional predators. They do not appear because our brains are confused. They appear because they are watching, waiting, hunting. A growing number of researchers have begun examining the possibility that sleep paralysis is not just a neural malfunction, but a glimpse into another plane of existence. Some believe that the entities seen during these episodes might not be mere figments of the imagination, but could be real beings operating outside our normal perception of reality. One particularly intriguing discovery is an ancient text hidden in a long-forgotten library written by a scholar. Centuries ago, who described the same entities haunting people's nights. He called them the Lurkers, beings that exist in a parallel dimension, slipping through when our minds enter a vulnerable state between consciousness and sleep. According to the text, these creatures feed on human fear. And the more fear they consume, the stronger their presence becomes. But could there be something even stranger at play? Some researchers speculate that these beings don't just exist outside of perception, they manipulate it. Could sleep paralysis be their way of testing their hold over human consciousness, subtly influencing what we see, hear, and feel? If that's true, how much of our reality is actually real? If these accounts hold any truth, then something far more sinister is happening. Reports suggest that these entities might be learning how to manipulate reality. What if they are no longer just confined to sleep paralysis? What if they are finding ways to interact with the waking world? There have been chilling stories of unexplained whispers, objects moving on their own, and even strange physical marks appearing on those who experience sleep paralysis frequently. Could this mean that the Lurkers are evolving? The ancient text warned that these beings are slowly breaking through the barrier between dimensions. Their ultimate goal? To fully cross into our world, where they can hunt freely, feeding off the fear of the living. What if they already have? What if those moments of unexplained chills, that feeling of being watched, that shadow in the corner of your vision that disappears when you turn? What if those are signs that they are already here? And here's an even more terrifying thought. Some researchers have suggested that our growing awareness of these beings is accelerating their evolution. The more we acknowledge them, the more tangible they become. Could watching this very video be drawing them closer? Hundreds of documented cases describe encounters with shadowy figures, many eerily similar despite cultural and geographical distances. Some individuals claim that after repeated sleep paralysis episodes, the entities started appearing even when they were fully awake. Others report experiencing sleep paralysis in groups, where multiple people saw the same figure at the same time. How could that be explained? A shared hallucination, or something much darker? And what about those who never wake up? There are stories of people who suffered recurring sleep paralysis and were found dead in their beds. No signs of struggle, no clear cause. Just an expression of sheer terror frozen on their faces. Could it be possible that some victims don't just see the Lurkers, but are taken by them? Are the figures we see during sleep paralysis just hallucinations? Or are they something more? Something that has been lurking at the edge of human consciousness since the beginning of time? Science may call them a trick of the brain. Folklore calls them demons. But the question remains, what do you believe? And if you do wake up tonight and you can't move, just pray that you're alone. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you ever experienced sleep paralysis? Have you seen the Lurkers? And most importantly, do you think they're watching right now? If you enjoyed this deep dive into the unknown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Until next time, try to sleep with the lights on.